Have you ever wondered if there's a secret that allows men to truly satisfy women? A secret that only those with enough experience truly understand? On this journey, we will explore the rarely discussed aspects of women's psychology and emotions in intimacy. It's not just about simple techniques, but about profound insights into how women experience pleasure, and why so many men inadvertently miss the chance to deeply connect with their partner. I will share common mistakes men often make, along with practical tips to elevate the bond in your relationship. To make sure you don't miss any valuable content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and join the conversation by leaving a comment. If you agree that intimacy is not just about physical pleasure, type 1. If you think differently, type 0. Now let's dive into the first part to understand why mature men have such a different perspective on pleasure. Unlike young men who often get caught up in technique, speed, or stamina, mature men understand that what truly touches a woman's heart and emotions is complete presence and unwavering confidence. They know that pleasure doesn't start in the bedroom, but in the sense of safety and trust that a man brings through every look, gesture, and gentle touch. It is this calmness and control that creates deep attraction. Next, we'll explore why a man's confidence and emotional strength are crucial in this connection. Women are always drawn to a man who possesses quiet confidence and strong emotional stability. They don't want to lead in intimacy, but hope for the man to naturally take on this role with certainty. When a man constantly seeks reassurance or shows a lack of confidence, he unintentionally dims his own attractiveness. On the contrary, when he understands himself and expresses it through deep eye contact, a warm voice, and a calm demeanor, women feel safe and are naturally drawn to him. And to make the connection even more unforgettable, let's explore the power of deep listening and patience in a mature man. Most men listen just to wait for their turn to speak, but the mature man understands that real listening is about understanding. When he puts aside distractions like his phone or fleeting thoughts, he creates a safe space where the woman feels cared for and can open up naturally. In intimacy, this becomes more important than ever. Instead of rushing into action, the sophisticated man pays attention to every breath, facial expression, and the slightest movement of her body. He doesn't just explore her body with gentle curiosity, but also patiently observes and senses her reactions. It is this full presence and patient curiosity that make him unforgettable in a woman's mind. So, besides patience, what else should a mature man pay attention to in order to truly understand her? Let's continue. Women have a very unique way of communicating in intimacy, not just through words, but also through extremely subtle signals like her gaze, the tilt of her head, or how she changes her posture. Unfortunately, most men miss these signs, focusing too much on action and forgetting about her unspoken emotional shifts. The mature man understands that by noticing these small details, he will know when to adjust, when to maintain, or even enhance the connection. This sensitivity in reading signals helps him turn ordinary moments into vivid and unforgettable experiences. A woman's pleasure doesn't just come from specific actions, but from the feeling of being understood and emotionally in sync. That is the line between an ordinary man and the one she deeply craves. And to deepen this experience further, let's explore the often overlooked erogenous zones on a woman's body. Most men focus only on a few familiar areas, forgetting that a woman's body is a rich network of sensitive and potential zones. The sophisticated man understands that what matters is not just where you touch, but how you evoke sensation from each contact point. When he knows how to build anticipation, stimulating the senses through each gentle and skillful movement, pleasure will rise naturally. Instead of focusing solely on one spot, broaden the exploration to create a more layered and profound experience. To understand even more, let's continue uncovering the common misconceptions that cause men to miss the chance to fully satisfy their woman. Many men believe that if they master a specific technique, women will be instantly satisfied. However, the deeper truth is far beyond that. A woman's pleasure isn't just the result of technical moves, but a harmonious combination of the physical, mental, and emotional. When you know how to stimulate multiple senses at once, from gentle touches on her skin, warm breaths against her ear, to mesmerizing eye contact, you create waves of pleasure that ripple throughout her body. Instead of sticking to a rigid formula, the sophisticated man adjusts fluidly, creating a varied and fresh experience. The surprise and smooth transitions between levels of stimulation not only help women reach climax more easily, but also keep the passion burning in the relationship. So, what other sensitive spots are often overlooked that you should pay attention to? Let's find out next. There are areas on a woman's body that seem insignificant, but hold immense stimulating power. The neck and behind the ear are among them. A gentle touch, a soft kiss, or even just warm breath brushing her skin can send shivers of pleasure through her. These subtle stimulations often create stronger reactions than direct and hurried contact. When you take the time to explore and care for these overlooked areas, you're opening the door to deeper experiences for both of you. And it doesn't stop there. Let's continue to discover another secret weapon: the power of breath and whispers. Breath and whispers are two powerful yet often underestimated tools in intimacy. When you whisper confidently in her ear or let your breath gently glide over her skin, you create deep anticipation and stimulation. The key is to keep your voice slow and your breath steady, as rushing or tension can easily break the seductive atmosphere. When you master the rhythm of your breath and voice, you not only stir her emotions, but also deepen the emotional connection between you. And to further intensify these moments, let's explore the art of slow, controlled touch to enhance pleasure. One of the most common mistakes men make is rushing their movements, which destroys the natural sense of anticipation that women crave. When you touch her skin gently, slowly, and long enough for her to fully feel each contact, you open the door to deeper emotional levels. Slowness not only amplifies pleasure, but also creates an intense emotional connection. Each time you linger just a bit longer, her skin becomes more sensitive, responding more strongly to every gentle touch. And to better understand the particularly sensitive area that requires the utmost finesse, let's explore the clitoris next. The clitoris is one of the most sensitive areas on a woman's body, with over 8,000 nerve endings concentrated there. But what makes the difference isn't strong force or fast speed. It's the finesse in sensing her feedback. Every woman is unique. Some enjoy gentle caresses like a sweet invitation, while others seek steady, consistent stimulation. Pay close attention to how she moves her body. If she leans toward you, that's an unspoken signal that she's enjoying every moment. On the other hand, if she pulls back a bit, gently adjust to keep her comfortable and interested. This ability to read her signals will help you give her a truly elevated experience, one that goes beyond the physical and touches her deepest emotions. And to make pleasure even more complete, don't overlook the art of teasing and delaying, a way to multiply her desire many times over. Delaying pleasure isn't avoidance. It's a strategy to naturally boost attraction. Instead of going straight to the familiar sensitive areas, take time to tease her with suggestive touches and then unexpectedly pull away. This interruption creates an intense wave of desire in her mind and body. When you subtly observe her reactions, like a slight shiver when you touch her neck or behind her ear, you'll realize you're awakening her deepest emotions. To understand better the misconceptions that leave men confused in the journey to satisfy women, let's continue. Many men feel confused and lack confidence when stepping into the delicate world of female pleasure because they're influenced by long-standing myths. These misunderstandings lead them to equate women's satisfaction with a fixed formula, forgetting that every woman has her own feelings and desires. By clinging to outdated notions, men easily fall into disappointment when their efforts don't yield the expected results. The speaker emphasizes that only when you dare to let go of these misconceptions and open yourself to the truth can you unlock deeper connection and satisfaction for both. And one of the most common myths is the belief that deeper penetration is the key to pleasure. Let's re-examine that next. Many men still believe that the deeper they go, the more likely a woman will climax. But that's not necessarily true. The most sensitive areas of a woman's body, especially the clitoris, are actually closer to the surface rather than deep inside. While some women might enjoy deep penetration, most need a harmonious combination of rhythm, moderate pressure, and overall stimulation. Focusing solely on depth can make the experience monotonous. Instead, focus on building rhythm and spreading sensation to create a more complete and elevated experience. And another harmful myth is the idea that faster is better. Let's explore that next. Many men are influenced by images from films, where fast and forceful movements are idealized as the formula for passion. But in reality, women are often more drawn to slower, sensual rhythms that build clearer sensation. Movements that are too fast not only fail to increase pleasure, but can also numb her, reducing arousal. Think of intimacy like a melody. Slow, deep tunes often leave a stronger resonance than chaotic, rush sounds. When you take the time to build each emotional note, you touch not only her body, but also her soul. And to understand further, let's explore another common myth about women's expectations in communication. Many men believe that if a woman wants to change something in intimacy, she'll say it directly. But in reality, most women don't easily express their desires, not from lack of trust, but from shyness or past experiences of having their feelings overlooked. They often expect men to be sensitive enough to notice the signals without needing to say them outright. So instead of waiting for clear words, the mature man observes every small cue, like changes in breathing or slight body movements. The ability to read these signs will help you guide the experience naturally and with finesse. And to do this even more effectively, let's move on to practical tips that will help you become more sensitive in every intimate moment. Instead of clinging to old myths, the wise man chooses a gentler and more refined approach by slowing down and focusing on the real experience. Observe her reactions. Is she leaning toward you? Is her breathing deeper? These signals are unspoken invitations for you to adjust your rhythm and intensity accordingly. Don't rely solely on your hands. Use your eyes, your voice, and even your breath to enhance pleasure. When you know how to move flexibly between gentle and stronger actions, you'll maintain surprise and keep the experience fresh. This sensitivity and finesse not only strengthen the relationship, but also deepen the emotional bond. And to understand what truly happens in a woman's mind when she reaches her emotional peak, let's continue. At climax, a woman's brain enters a deeply relaxed state, almost like meditation or hypnosis. At this moment, hormones like oxytocin, dopamine, and endorphins are released, bringing intense exhilaration, deep connection, and joyful satisfaction. However, to reach this state, she needs to feel completely safe and free of distractions. If a man rushes or focuses only on himself, she will struggle to relax and fully enjoy the experience. A man who understands this knows how to create a subtle space where every gesture and rhythm aims for her absolute comfort and peace of mind. And next, let's explore how to build emotion through natural tension and release in intimacy. Just like romantic movies build up to a climax, intimacy also requires a gradual build-up of emotions before an explosive release. When you know how to gradually lead her pleasure through each stage, a woman's brain will associate the experience with deep trust and intense desire for you. Conversely, if everything happens too fast or too mechanically, the emotional connection will be hard to form, leaving her feeling incomplete. Therefore, learn to create sweet tension and release it at the right moment to maintain attraction and long-lasting satisfaction in your relationship. Next, let's explore why the feeling of safety plays a pivotal role in a woman's openness. For women, the ability to enjoy deep pleasure depends not just on technique, but on emotional safety. When she feels love, respect, and genuine connection from you, she will open up and be ready to explore more in intimacy. The mature man understands that building this safety doesn't only happen in the bedroom, but in every moment of daily communication. This care and understanding will allow her to freely express her desires and fully enjoy the experience. And to deepen this connection, let's explore the vital role of eye contact, body language, and full presence. In intimacy, physical connection alone is not enough. Truly deep experiences happen when the man is fully present in every moment with his woman. Eye contact is not just a glance. It's an invisible bridge that brings two souls closer. When you maintain confident, deep, and steady eye contact, she will feel a strong and safe connection. Body language also plays a crucial role. If you are tense or distracted, she will sense it immediately. Instead, relax your body, move naturally, and make every touch soft and intentional. When you focus completely on the present moment, the experience will not only be more vivid, but will also leave an unforgettable impression on her. And to understand the difference between an ordinary lover and an unforgettable one, keep going with me. The difference between an ordinary lover and an unforgettable one lies in a thorough understanding of a woman's mind and body in intimate moments. The mature man doesn't just rely on technique. He knows how to create deep emotional connection. He understands that when a woman feels safe, desired, and respected, her ecstasy will come naturally and completely. It's not just physical harmony, but a subtle resonance between emotion and soul. When a man understands what's happening inside her, every gesture becomes a whisper of deep connection. That's what makes women remember him not just as a partner, but as a special lover engraved in their minds. And to conclude this journey, let's recap the most valuable lessons and a message for you. Ending today's journey, the clearest takeaway is this: the mature man does not rush for results, but focuses on creating a deep, lasting experience. Through patience, listening, and understanding, he touches not only the woman's body, but also her soul. When you don't fixate on the end point, but pay attention to every feeling along the way, the connection between you will become fuller and more unforgettable than ever. Finally, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss out on other practical and profound shares to help you grow in your journey of building intimacy and understanding in your relationship. This journey of discovery hopes to help you realize that true intimacy doesn't just come from technique, but from a sincere heart and deep understanding. When you take the time to listen, observe, and appreciate every emotion of the woman, you are nurturing a relationship that is not only passionate, but also lasting. Remember, every moment is an opportunity to deepen your love. If you found today's insights helpful, don't hesitate to like and share this video. And leave a comment to let me know your thoughts.